Good morning to you all, my crafty friends. Right, so we are back with, what part are we on? Is it 11 or 12? I'm not too sure. I was actually marking them down on a piece of paper and I kind of got a bit sidetracked. I think we're on part 12. Right, so the door's squeaking. I think the cat's trying to get in. I pushed it too for a minute because the washing machine's on and the noise and right. So anyway, I left off just decorating a few pages, and I did ask you ladies if you would like to sit and actually watch me do each page as I go along, or whatever. Now a few of you actually got back to me and thank you for replying. I said that you would like to watch me do page by page. Now, when I finished that video, I did actually continue to do a couple of pages on my own, so I do apologise, but time being time, working, trying to keep a house and family and everything else, as you ladies probably know, it can be quite time consuming. So I will stop decorating what I've decorated, and every time I do one now, I will come on and share it with you lovely ladies, because you like to watch me kind of fiddling, God knows why. But yeah, so anyway, we kind of left off around here, I do believe it was. We done this pocket on here. I still can't get used to this camera around this way. This pocket on here with the photo mat in, and then we done the sideways one with the photo mat in, and then I just popped up one of the little cut out bits on there and put a couple of leaves behind it. Okay, and then apart from that, I've been sticking, just cutting out little bits from the paper, these little card bits and stamps and that from off of there, and just sticking them on the pages. This page here, I really didn't know what to do. I was getting a bit lost, and you know how you do with like, oh my God, I've still got like how many pages left to go, and the ideas are just running out, So I decided to back it in a normal shape, the one with the perfume bottles on, and then I made a little tuck spot up there, and then I just made a little journaling card and stuck one of the pictures of the books off the piece of paper down in the corner and stamped in the top. Okay, and then that can just be used as a little tuck spot on there or whatever. One thing I will mention, oh, hang on, let me show you the pages first. I'll get carried away with myself trying to remember. Another pocket on this page. That's the border across the top. Backed one of the perfume bottles from the little cardboard cut-out bits on there, and one of the journaling cards, and just place that on there like so. Cut another little perfume bottle out and stuck it that side, stuck on that side. And then for this section here, all I decided to do was cut 4 different shapes for the photo frames. Cut a little sentiment at the bottom, put a couple of leaves and a little flower in that corner. Obviously I've not put any flat back pearls in the middle of the flower because we need it to be as flat as possible, and I've left all the tops of the frames open so a photo can be put in there. Again, another shaped one on there with a flower in that corner and the little sentiment. Perfume bottle on that side. There's another perfume bottle that side. An oval frame on that side. And then another frame that side. Another funny shaped one. And another perfume bottle just stuck there. That's it. That's as far as I have got. Okay, so we've completed that. But one thing I have actually done, and I'm going to tell you that I've done this now, I have taken out the tags that I have been making to go through. I will put 1 or 2 back in as I go along. But as I was doing this the other day with you ladies, I did notice I put it down like that, and after only decorating a few pages, I noticed that the cover was starting to stick up because there was too much in it. Okay, and as I said, we need it to be as flat as possible, okay, without it going anywhere or doing anything. But as you can see, it's getting quite chunky monkey at the moment. So I just took the cards and things out so it will actually be able to close up a lot easier. Okay. Right, so ideas. This is where we kind of get a bit stuck because we're like, okay, well, this pad of paper wasn't the best to show you ladies on how to do a journal. I'm really kind of like putting myself and you ladies to the test now because there is a lot of pages to decorate in here, a lot of file folders to decorate. And when you're only limited to 6 different designs of paper, it can be a bit tough. I know you can add bits and pieces in if you want to. You can mix and match it with another pack of papers. You know, if you've got like a vintagey pad of papers and then you've got this vintage ephemera pad, then you can kind of look at it and go, okay, well those colours go with that colour, so I'm going to mix and match. You know, so you have more of a choice of what you can do with your file folders and how you're going to decorate. But I'm just going to go back to using my templates again for this next file on here. Bear with me a second, I need to sort this door out because I don't think it's the cat, I think it's the wind that's actually blowing the door and it's squeaking and banging behind me and it's bugging the life out of me. Excuse me, still drinking my morning coffee. Right, so anyway, so what we need to do now is to find another piece of paper, and I think using my templates here, I think I'm going to use another large pocket that goes all the way across the page. So I use this one. What paper shall we use? I quite like this one, and I don't think we've used enough of this apart from cutting bits and pieces out, but can I fit? No, that's not going to fit on there. Right, so what I'm going to do, if I have any left, is take a sheet of that from out of here. Oh, there's one there. I still have more, so that's okay. Not to worry about that. Right, so I'm just going to use the top piece across there, and if I turn it around that way I might be able to see a bit better. Getting my pencil, line those top edges up with that and try and get that. I'll leave that on that edge and then we save as much paper as we possibly can. Okay. I did have a quick look on eBay. There is still a couple of ladies on there that are selling these packs of papers, and they are selling them as the whole kit, so you know, if you want to go and get one. I mean, following me with a tutorial like this is absolutely fine. The only thing I would say is if you're new at doing these, I would use a pad of paper that has a lot more choice in it than 6 different designs, because you will find yourself becoming very, very limited to how much you can do. And like me, again, I'm now going to have to start repeating myself but using different designs. So we're still using the same templates but in different papers, just to kind of make it look a little bit different. Just due to the fact of there is lack of paper. And as I said, that is my own stupid fault, because I really, really should have picked a better pad of papers to be sharing these with you guys. But hey ho, we go on. We make these mistakes and things, and you know, that's the idea. We correct them, and oh, I could actually feel vibrating then on my table, but it's not actually my phone, I don't think. Alright, okay. Dun, 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 dun. Let's get my little scissors. Let's cut this out here. Bit off there. I'm not worried about that little bit. There's not much that can be done with that tiny little bit of paper there anyway, apart from maybe make a little tiny little flower out of it, but I don't know. Oh, we had such a busy day at work yesterday. There was one of the situations in work we have, because we work in such a high turnover of a shop, we have a delivery that comes in every single day, and we have to have extra staff come in just to do the delivery. We have something like 50 to 70 kgs a day, every single day, except a Sunday. And the stock goes out onto the shelves now. The delivery staff come in at 10 o'clock in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. They get that whole delivery done and out on the shop floor. There is no stock room. There is no stock left over. It goes straight out onto the shop floor. By the end of the day, 90% of that is gone. That is how much money this shop is making and how much it's turning over. But because there's so much pressure on the team that come in and do the deliveries, there tends to be a lot of arguments. People are getting the ump because they're stressed. They've got to get this done, they've got to get that done, and they've only got so much time in which to do it, 4 hours a day. Bless their hearts. And they've got the manager breathing down their necks. But apart from jumping on and off the tills all day yesterday, I was let's just scroll these lines. I was kind of caught up in between one of their arguments, and I just kind of stood there and I just screamed at the pair of them, and I went, if you two have got a problem, then go and sort it out. Don't drag me into your situation. I do not want to be in the middle of your arguments, you know. So I love the staff there. They are absolutely brilliant. Each person, you know, is a different character, and they all bring to the team, and it's just one big happy family most of the time. But as I said, the particular lot that actually do the deliveries, it is a lot of stress on them, with the manager breathing down their necks constantly. Come on, come on, come on, let's go, let's do this, you know. We've only got so much time left. It's got to be done by 2 o'clock, and they're stressed. I can understand that. So they're stressing at each other, and the manager's stressing at them, and I feel so sorry for them. And I just kind of stood there and I was like, this is why I don't like doing field shift. I would never ever want to be on that shop floor doing the field shift that come in and just specifically do that delivery. The stress on them is so horrendous. And, you know, I'm glad that I work on the tills most of the time, because apart from working on the tills, yes, you're constantly running backwards and forwards to the tills. But apart from that, you have like the evening when you can just walk down an aisle, you can tidy up. You know, if the customers are there, they need you, etc. And it's so much better. It's just such a lovely atmosphere in the evenings. But you know, them poor girls, I can understand they're stressed and things, but I really, really did not want to be dragged into that argument yesterday, and I thought this could end up really, really bad, you know. both of them could end up hating me for saying exactly what I think. So I was just like, do you know what, girls, look, I love the pair of you, but if you have a problem between you, go sort it out. Don't drag me into it. So I'm just going to distress around the edges of this. Sorry, me baffling on about work, but I came home from work yesterday and I just wanted to scream. There's so much stress and tension. And then after all the delivery staff go home at 2 o'clock, it's just back to peace and quiet again. You know, everyone's happy, and so it is just that time period between 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. It's like, oh my God, here we go. And it's like, keep your head down, get out of the way, and just let them get on with it. But thankfully enough, a lot of us girls are on the tills and we don't deal with that. So if we're going to have this in here and we want it that side, I'm just going to glue around the edges of this. Like so. And place this in here. Where I think that's it. It's the same border all the way around. Like so. I'm going to put another baby like that. Right, so then we need to make a mat to go in there. It's easier if I take the one out of the first page and just measure that, really. So we need it 4 by 5 3/4. Okay. Stick that one back on here. And here. 5 3/4. By 4. Like that by 4. Or yeah. See guys, this is how I know nothing's wrong with that blade. Look, it just cut through that thick card. Easy peasy. Like so. But now I need to mat it, so I am going to have to draw out the measurements on this side. I have that running up the side. So if I do the longer side that way, and that was, did I say 4 3/4? Did I say 5 3/4? So we need to minus 1/8 off the length. So we go to 5 3/4 and then minus 1/8. And then 5 3/4 that side, minus 1/8. And then that way it was 4, so we need to minus 1/8 off the width. So that'd be 3 and 7 weeks. What's there? I have actually started measuring now and cutting with my scissors, just simply because the paper trimmer doesn't like these papers. So you just have to bear with me while I measure up and cut all these out. Now, straighten that off a little bit. Cut that too well, did I? Never mind. Right, so put that bit in your reserves. Rubbish bits in the bin. Make sure that fits on there properly. Yep. I can't believe there's still glue actually left in this bottle. I said it was right down to the last bits in it, but it's done quite a while, so it's got glue on it. Let's stick this down in here. Right, so get that pushed down. Find the page that we was working on, which is just there. Place that in across there like so. Okay. Or you can place it in round another way, entirely up to you. If you want the bottles coming out the bottom or out the top. Okay, and then just decorating that. So, what do we have to decorate? There's some more of these. Do I want to use one of them, or do I want to use a stamp? Or shall we use one of these pieces again? Do you know what? I might actually try and use the middle of that one that says "with love" on there. Just the middle of that frame. It says "with love" on there. I'm going to use that to stick. Yes, because that's a nice colour to go with them. So glue around that. Do we want a little leaf to come off there? I just cut these leaves like that, and then I just literally cut them off, you know, take the bits out of them obviously, and then whatever I'm sticking down onto the page or wherever, I kind of look at it and think, okay, do I want something in there perhaps? Could have something on there, or I could even stick it the other side. As I said, this is all just about playing and, you know, whatever you like to do. I think I may just use that as is and stick it in that corner. And make sure I go around the edge of that, because this one is actually in 3 parts. So I've got the white piece in the middle, as you can see, and then the brown bit around the edge is actually a separate piece. So I'll try and keep it all together in one thingy, like so. Give that a good push down in the corners. Make sure that don't come unstuck. There's nothing worse than creating a photo album or a journal that when people flick through it, things start falling apart. So that's that page done. Right, I'm going to move on to the next page, and I will be back with another part in a few moments. Okay, see you soon, guys. Bye.